Hello Leo, so I'm doing your weekly reading for June the 11th to the 18th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out anything that's working for you, and of course we're seeing how it is likely going to play out as well. Right, so let's get into this for you. Ooh, nice. You have got blossoming abundance. And this one says increasing wealth and abundance. The universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. Okay. It's pretty much exactly what it says on the card, Leo. You've got everything to look forward to whenever you see this blossoming abundance. Okay, now obviously it's not fallen out of the sky and just landed in your lap from nothing. Okay, this is saying, look, whatever you've been doing, Leo, keep doing it because it's working and it's likely going to continue to work for the foreseeable. Okay. The thing is, you've got a bit of a decision to make here with this fork in the road. It says time to make a decision considering the consequences and a necessary choice. Okay, very much in tune with, I think it was a Scorpio reading where the title was saying, like, these are the types of problems that you want to have. It's very much in tune with that. So either you're dealing with a Scorpio or you've got those placements in your chart. If that's the case, you definitely do want to go check out their reading because it's likely going to resonate for you. Okay, that there is definitely shared energy here. So what is this decision? Ooh, a decision in love. Okay, with the King of Cups being here. Interesting. Can you tell us more about this decision in love? Oh, okay, the plot thickens. Two kings back to back. Choosing between a water sign and an air sign here, having to make the decision between, okay, do I follow my heart or do I follow my head? What is the right choice to make here? Okay, so a choice between head and heart. Let's find out more about this blossoming abundance before we move on. What's this blossoming abundance for Leo? Blossoming abundance. Can you tell us more? Okay, there's a little bit of pushback that's going on. Death. So you've got heavy Scorpio energy. You've got Aquarius energy coming through with that King of Swords. The blossoming abundance is saying it's off of the back of something creative that you initiated with this Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. Leo, you've got it all coming in this week and it feels like it's all changing at the same time. Okay, now while yes, this one is change and transformation, it's also quite an intense energy. Okay, it's intense because I feel like everything is finally working out for you. And that can leave a person, strangely enough, it can leave a person feeling a little bit discombobulated, the way that this death energy can make someone a bit confused. Okay, but again, it's all of the best types of problems here. This is something creative that you have been working on. Okay, you might be very artistic. Okay, and you know, finally being able to earn a living off of your creations here, right? But yeah, a huge lifestyle change here for your blossoming abundance. The catalyst is your own energy. I knew that this was coming off of the back of your intentions and your work. The Angel of Strength. This one says personal power and inner strength, a time of increasing power. Do not be passive or submissive. Speak your truth and take action. So this is the energy that's already happened because it's the catalytic energies. Yeah, it looks like you have taken the necessary risk. It looks like you have been brave and you've put yourself out there in some capacity. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Interesting, because that's a bit of a withholding energy, the Tower and the Seven of Cups for the catalyst. So you grew frustrated and tired of playing a small part or kind of acting like a bit of a bystander in your own life. Yeah, that had to happen, okay? Whatever this Tower is, which I'm certain is a bit of an epiphany moment for you, it had to happen. Can you tell us about this Tower for Leo? Temperance reverse, yeah, sick and tired of just taking a back seat, okay? The Tower with Temperance reversed, that is someone who reaches the point of frustration where they're like, okay, you know what? I'm tired of playing a small part. I'm tired of being polite. I don't want to do this anymore. Things are just moving too slow. Okay, and then the Lovers as well. This might involve another person. This might come off the back of another person maybe betraying you here as well, leaving you in this state of confusion, and then you using that as a fuel. Okay, what is this Four of Pentacles for the catalyst? That's off balance. Okay, the Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, both of them off balance for the catalyst. To clarify, the Four of Pentacles, which is insecurity. Yeah, Leo, here's the deal, okay? It is likely here, if you have been dealing with another person, which somebody has with the Lovers here, the growing frustrations with having to deal with them, quite possibly, because maybe they were the ones that were insecure. Maybe someone else's insecurities here have been getting projected onto you, and you're just done with playing polite. Okay, like you're just not doing it anymore. That's been the catalyst for this new energy over here. Now, obviously, I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get the exact details here. I can only read the strongest overall energies, but it's literally, you've been pushed into a corner somehow, right? You've been backed into a corner and you've literally come out and you've gone, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not appropriate. Okay, so you've taken control. You've taken it in your own hands here. Your blind spot is the world, expansion, opening up, expanding on your visions and contemplating broader options. Time to think big, and it can indicate a business expansion as well. Okay, so yeah, someone's let you down, right? And that has technically given birth to your success. Okay. You've got further growth in your blind spot, further expansion, further options. It's like this energy is saying, Leo, a world of opportunity has literally just opened up for you now. Okay, you've got the Devil and the Two of Swords. Both of these have come out slightly off balance. Okay. The Devil, that's the chains that bind you, and there's something to do with a person's mind that has been keeping you stuck. Maybe it's your own mind, your own thoughts that have been keeping you stuck. I mean, it is in your blind spot. I don't like the Two of Swords off balance because it's already, when it's in the upright, it's already one of those energies where it's like, should I do this or should I leave it? It's already the card of I don't know, right? When it comes out off balance like that, it's reinforcing that back and forth that's going on within a person's mind, to the point almost where they're driving themselves crazy. Okay, it's kind of like circular arguments with self. What's this devil? I feel like you slowly are starting to break that habit though. Okay, with that devil coming out the way that it has. A Knight of Wands off balance in your blind spot. Leo, the funny thing with this, it's saying that not all impulsive action is necessarily bad or negative. Okay, there's literally a time and a place for everything, isn't there? So there's a time and a place to be impulsive, and then there's a time and a place to be slow and careful and methodical, right? If we were all one all of the time, either we'd never get anything done, or we'd constantly be fucking everything up, right? It's finding that healthy balance between, okay, this is going to require just impulsive, go-get-'em type energy. This situation over here, that's going to require more of a gentle touch, okay? And it can be really, really difficult to find the balance between the two. Now, with this Knight of Wands coming out off balance like this, I feel that you are actually going to be faced with a bit of a difficult decision to make based off of what you feel is the right thing to do, but at the moment you don't know how you feel. This could easily be in regards to choosing between this water sign and this air sign, okay? Or this could be between choosing between your head and your heart, which is literally the starting point of your entire read. The Ten of Wands off balance is indicating that you're afraid of making a mistake. You're afraid of making a mistake. So, okay. It's like being paralyzed by fear. Paralyzed by the fear of, but what if I get it wrong? Which is completely understandable. But it's saying here for you to think big. So less focus on what could go wrong, what might go wrong. Okay, maybe put some sort of provisions or precautions in place here, just in case something does go wrong. But the focus needs to be on thinking big, thinking about that growth, that expansion, thinking about which one of these two avenues is likely gonna sit more comfortably with you, okay? So making your choice in good conscience. Ah, the Seven of Cups, yeah. Okay, still very, very confusing. Can you tell us more about this devil in Leo's blind spot? The Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Honestly, Leo, I don't think here, going by this energy, and they've come out as scattered energies because this is stuff that hasn't happened yet, okay? Like, this is all theoretical energies, do you know what I mean? They're saying that you're not likely gonna commit a mistake, okay? You've definitely got long-term energy, patiently waiting, and then there's that withholding again, right? And it could also be indicating that maybe another person is withholding or retreating from you, okay? Take it as it resonates. I feel, for the most part, though, you're being too careful. Okay. You're being too careful. And yes, there is such a thing as being too careful. You're being too careful to the point where you're like not allowing yourself the chance to at least try. Devil, Two of Swords. Okay. You need to give yourself the chance to at least try. It's like, try it and see what happens type energy. Okay. The sixth chakra archangel Metatron, which is your third eye, and this is what is working for you. So it says new perceptions are taking hold. Oh, and clouds of confusion are clearing. You're developing a deeper insight about your life, so focus on your vision. So which one of these ideals is in alignment with you? Is it what your heart is telling you, or is it what your head is telling you? The clouds of confusion are clearing. Okay, can you tell us more? The Page of Swords. So this is a whole question of you needing to demystify the options that are on the table for you, because apparently there's still a lot of unanswered questions pertaining to what is being offered, or what these two choices offer. Okay, there's still so many unanswered questions. Page of Swords is all about doing your research, and that's going to help you out. Yeah, so doing your research is going to help you to figure out what you do want from what you don't want. Okay, so that you can make that choice. Then you can reject whatever it is that's needing to be rejected a lot easier. Can you tell us more about this Four of Cups for Leo? The Queen of Swords and the Emperor. Okay. It's like they're saying, Leo, when you figure this out, be direct. Okay. Be direct. It is going to take you time to figure this out, though. Okay. They're also saying, it sounds a bit weird, but they're saying, like, go into this with the conqueror's mindset. Like, I will conquer this. I will overcome this. Okay. Ooh, little hiccup there. But yeah, definitely being direct and not taking on anyone else's bullshit as well. That's really going to work out for you here. There's also another message here, Leo, that is going to really help you out, and that is considering seeking the advice off of another person that you know who has already had a similar experience to what you're currently going through at this time. Okay, because with them already having had that lived experience, they're going to be able to direct you in a way that is going to reveal to you any potential pitfalls, okay, that you might not have been able to foresee at this point in time. How it's likely going to play out, you've got the equivalent to the Four of Swords, which is rest and rejuvenation, and it says relaxation and meditation, an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking, so make it a priority. Yeah, you making your choice in clear conscience, you making your choice and being happy with the potential consequences of that choice. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need more information. I wish I knew what this was about, Leo. The Ten of Wands. Okay, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups, and there's the Emperor again. Why is that Emperor coming out with this negative energy here. Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. It feels like a huge missed opportunity. Not you missing out on a huge opportunity, Leo. I feel that this is someone who assumed that they were in control of the situation, or assumed that they were in control of you. They end up losing out on a huge opportunity. What is this Emperor doing here? Page of Cups. Oh, apologies. And the Four of Cups off balance. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of making a little bit more sense now. Four of Cups, Emperor. Five of Cups, Emperor. With Page of Cups and the Four of Cups off balance. So when you stood up for yourself over here, when you have been straight, okay, when you've given it to someone straight, that for them presented a bit of a problem. It was a bit of a reality check. I'm under the impression, Leo, that you're about to stand up for yourself against a person who is not used to being stood up to. Okay, you got the Five of Swords as your strongest overall energy, so that's where your head and your heart decisions coming from. It's like, logically, what can I actually do, because they're the boss, or they're in charge, or whatever. Like this is someone who is in a position of authority, or in a perceived position of authority. They're not used to having to apologize here to other people. Now, I don't know if that's a person or if that's a corporation as well. I legit don't know. Whoever it is, you're holding them accountable. You are holding them accountable. There's also this sense of begrudgingly admitting that they were wrong. Do you know what I mean? Whatever this is about, Leo, you cannot leave it in its current state. Because clearly this has been something that's been playing on your mind here for quite a while. And now you can breathe, now you can relax. I also feel as well, Leo, that there is a decision here that is going to go in your favor. Okay. Make your peaceful thinking a priority. Yeah. I do feel, Leo, that this is one of those situations where it's like you're having to go up against someone who is like one of the big boys, if you will, right? And yet you're coming out on top. You're coming out on top. So that choice between the head and the heart, what we actually see happening is you're working with your head and you're working with your heart rather than against one or the other. I know this is right. I feel this is right. I have to go with what I know and with what I feel. I have to go with my head and my heart. So that was that devil energy over there. Feeling like you had to choose either or. And you didn't have to choose either or at all. You had to choose the... Oh, that sounds cheesy. You had to choose the path of peace. Or the path that would lead towards peace. But the path towards peace involves having to speak out. No matter who they are. And potentially seeking help from another person here as well. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's a long process. Going in fully prepared. That's your strongest overall energy. So at the moment you don't feel like you're fully prepared. However, as this situation starts to play out, you will gradually feel like you're better prepared to take this on. Okay. Interesting. Let's get you a healing message. Of healing and guidance for Leo, please. Okay, number 3, benefactor, grace and generosity. Okay. Number 3 is co-creation. So you're either co-creating with other people or you're co-creating with the universe. Grace and generosity, gifts, oh look, support and mentoring. It's kind of spooky. Okay, when the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you're put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so you will be rewarded in a myriad of ways. Yeah, so you've been it's like you've been helping others without any desire for compensation, right? You've just been unconditionally giving, unconditionally loving, unconditionally compassionate towards others, right? It's saying that the universe is returning your generosity to you. Okay. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source. One that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you, as well as yours to others, are intangible. Although you will see the results reflected in the material world. Wow. Okay. The benefactor reminds you that it's in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that, paradoxically, your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about that one, Leo. Karma, I guess. That's what it is. That is literally the best breakdown that I can give you there, Leo. It's positive karma. Okay. Nice. Right, so let's take a look at what the shitty deck is saying to it. Now, obviously, if you're new here and you don't know, there is swearing and mischief in this deck, okay? It's just a little bit of light-hearted fun. Right, so Leo, with all the piles of dirt, garbage and shit that you have been handed to in your life, you can grow a field of tulips. Fertilizer. Yeah, shit is literally fertilizer. So you're turning mistakes into growth. You're turning negative life experiences into growth, and that's all contributing towards the karma that we now see is being returned to you. There'll be times where you feel tired, that you can't push forth any further, but you need to dig deep and pull that shit out of you to keep going. Yeah, perseverance. Skills of being resilient, okay? Like, nobody is born on this planet with a natural ability to be resilient. Resilience is one of these things that life teaches us through shit going wrong, through devastation, through everything, through life just being a shit, okay? That's the only way that we can improve on our own skills of being resilient. Your resilience is really shining through, and it's your resilience that is getting you results, Leo. Because remembering the card that we started off with, it was number 3, right? Number 3, and it was blossoming abundance right there. And then you've got this benefactor. You are the benefactor of positive karma. So it all ties in. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal reads with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.